Around 4,000 years ago, in a kingdom in ancient Mesopotamia, there was a guy named Arcade who was poor. He could barely put food on the table. To escape poverty, he worked hard. However, when he received the payments for his services, he lived very frugally and lent most of his income to a shield maker, who then paid interest on the loan. Instead of spending that interest to move to a bigger place, he kept living frugally and lent that interest to another shield maker, thus growing his wealth even more. After repeating this process for years, his wealth grew so big that he did not have to work again since his money was working for him. So, he ended up as the richest man in Babylon. Of course, you can't lend money to a shield maker today because that shield maker will probably has a credit card or would rather go to a bank than look for you. But that story illustrates to us the power of passive income. Nothing is more powerful than when your money makes money for you. It saves you time, effort, and provides you with the financial support to pay all of your bills. But very few people achieve that milestone where their money works for them and not the other way around. Chasing money is not really a bad idea because you're gonna make money, but chasing money your entire life is a horrible idea because your life isn't just about making money. You will have other responsibilities, especially if you move on and build a family. You will have to dedicate a portion of your time to your family. If you have hobbies and you want to travel the world, you gotta find ways to make money without actually spending your time, which is why you have to create many sources of income. And once you create them, then your job will be to maximize them and make them as efficient as possible. Passive income is the best invention of life. If you take a look at the richest people in the world, if you take a look at the pinnacle of success, you will realize that every rich person out there tried his best to create as many sources of income as possible. And when they have these passive income sources, then they had the time to build other things, build more businesses, and create generational wealth that lasts for centuries. Becoming rich isn't always about driving the fastest car or living in the biggest mansion. You could be rich by just making $20,000 a month. How? That $20,000 you make isn't made by trading your time, but you make that $20,000 from your passive income sources, from real estate and other sources of income. So, should something happen to you, if you want to retire, if you don't want to do anything, if you want to work on the projects that you're passionate about, you know for a fact that you still have $20,000 coming into your pockets every single month. And that's what true wealth is. And not driving a Ferrari or living in a big mansion. I'm not saying that you should not do that. Have the best car in the world. Live in the best possible house that you can. But that's not wealth. That is great if you have all of this, but what makes you truly rich is when you make enough money to retire without actually trading your time for money. That's when you have the real freedom in the world. $20,000 isn't gonna get you the biggest penthouse in New York City or won't get you the fastest car in the world, but they will give you the financial freedom to pursue whatever you want, do whatever you want. You're not attached to any place. You're not attached to any country. You can literally live wherever you want because you have a passive income of $20,000.